With the warm weather, of course, comes the first robins, blossoms on the trees, and people on their bicycles. Today on Go, we are at Cyclepath in Kelowna to learn a little bit about what you need to do to get ready for spring cycling, and I'm going to do a little bit of mountain biking, get a lesson in that.
Well, Doug, if you're just getting back into mountain biking, you haven't been doing it for a while, we'd probably start you off with just a front suspension bike. Sometimes people refer to that as a hardtail.
Okay.
Hardtail,
right,
and front suspension. So, and then, you know, as the price goes up, the quality of the bike improves, the features, better braking. You know, we have hydraulic disc brakes starting at a very reasonable price now, so there's no going down the hill screaming because you can't slow down.
That's important.
That's not a problem, yep. And going up the hill, you know, as we get a little older, we need more gears. Tons of gears, really low gearing on this,
right.
So you'd have no problem creeping up the hill if you're just getting back into it.
This one looks a little more high-tech.
Well, this is. Now you're going to want to do a little more serious riding. You're going to get into a full suspension. But
wow.
full suspension doesn't say it all. We'd have to ask you specifically what kind of riding, where you're going to ride, what you're going to do on this bike, and also your experience. Because it's rated kind of in its travel, or measured in its travel. You can have 4 inches of travel in the rear and the front, 5 inches, 6 inches, 7, 8, 9, and there's pros and cons to each one of those types of bikes. So depends what you're going to do. If you want to do a lot of climbing and you're going to descend reasonable but not be crazy, you know, you're looking for 5, 6 inches of travel,
right.
And it'll be a lighter weight bike than the higher travel bikes. This is called a dropper seat post.
Oh.
So with the push of a button, when you're going downhill, drop the seat. You don't have to bother having difficulty sliding over the back of it. So then when you're ready to...
Oh, look at that. The button's up here on the handlebars.
That's right. So you'll be taking this bike out a little bit later.
Oh, really?
So you'll have a chance to practice it.
I shouldn't be intimidated because it's like a full-on bike that is going to take me down something ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, again, go within your capabilities.
Right. In my capabilities.